Hi, this is video number 4. My name is Liz Lewinson, and our topic today is called Oops, There's Been a Gender Mix-Up or Gender Role Switch. This is such an amazingly, I would say, endemic kind of a problem or issue that it's really, you can find it almost anywhere. And this is not to say that there's people and workplaces and relationships that haven't already figured this out, but for the most part, most people have not. And it goes back to the basic premise. And I would like to say right now that we could say, and I would agree, that this is a metaphysical premise. This is a metaphysical understanding of feminism. It's a truthful understanding. It's talking about energies, the energies that exist within a man and a woman. And just to review again a little bit, because I think it's always worth sort of putting this a little deeper into your mind, is that the energy body, also called subtle physical body, also called life force, in yoga called kundalini energy, acupuncture called meridians of energy, vibrates differently in a woman than in a man. It vibrates more quickly in a woman. So a woman has a more fluid, actually a larger, it literally goes out further from her physical body. Her energy body is bigger. It's one of the reasons women have a stronger intuition, as has been confirmed by scientific studies. Women have a more strong intuition because this ability to sort of extend themselves, as it were, is just inherent in the physical structure and metaphysical structure of a woman. So we have this situation where we have this very fluid, pliant woman, female, who is resembling power in the models of power in nature and also how power is generated today. And we have a subtle physical for a man, which is still quite wonderful, but it's a little more condensed, a little more packed, does not vibrate as quickly, and it doesn't extend as far. It's closer held into the physical body. So what we're saying, if you've been looking at the other videos, is that women are essentially wired for power, and men are wired for love and humility. And the fact that most men have been incredibly suppressed in the love and humility that they've been encouraged, raised, and in their daily life express. And most women have been also incredibly suppressed in their power level, has created this many centuries long gender mix-up. And it's really very interesting because it's like saying, would you wear your left shoe on your right foot? You would not. Would you put on clothes that are the wrong size? You would not. But that is what we're doing. All men and women today are going along portraying roles with great, acting skill that are really not who they are. There really are no meek women who are just, should be shuffling along one step behind their male partner. That is not true. And there are really no macho men. That's also not true. It's not an accurate or a good depiction of yourself if you're a man. Really, we have both sides. But what I'm saying is that as you start to kind of go through your life, and if you're feeling unfulfilled at this point, as a man or a woman, you should be looking at, as a woman, what is your power level like? Simple definition we came up with in video number 2, which is the dictionary definition, your ability to affect others, to have an impact. What is that like? If it's really repressed, then I would say that you as a woman are not actualizing your power level to where it should be. And as a man, if you're not feeling incredibly deep feelings of love, again, not just for a person or a child or one thing, but just a sense of love for life in general that could be spontaneously created just by one small moment. And if you can't express that and show that publicly, then you're getting repressed as well. So we have this big gender mix-up because women are supposed to be these fountains of love, and they are. Of course, women show deep, great love, but they also innately are incredibly powerful. And men, of course, have been and will continue to be expressing power in their lives. But if you want to say what their truly innate best quality is that they're best at, it's being this love person. Someone who really can. Now, the two obviously can help each other with this, but it's on the other foot. Women should be nurtured in their power. Men should be nurtured in their love and humility. So we have a gender role switch. You see it everywhere. You see today how most women, even in their relationships, are trying to be a little bit less powerful than their guy, make him feel secure about that. That's wrong. No man should feel insecure about having a powerful partner. And no woman should feel insecure or, that her man has become less manly if he is being loving. It's really the opposite elements are true. I remember, and you see this today where it's been studied many times and it has not changed, where a powerful woman in the office, for example, or even in a relationship, is perceived as a, quote, ball breaker, end quote. And I remember when Hillary Clinton ran for office in 2008, and I was walking through the DC airport, and they were actually selling, right out to the public, they were selling nutcrackers that were images of Hillary Clinton. This is just this whole thing I'm talking about in physical form. It's ridiculous. It's saying that a woman who expresses authority is a ball breaker. How could a woman whose essence is power be diminishing in any way a man whose essence is love? It makes no sense whatsoever, but if you have the roles switched, then this confusion just rolls onward. And I'm going to talk about Hillary again in another tape. But for now, this idea of the role switch, it starts very early for girls in junior high, sometimes sooner. They'll be very equal with the boys until age 10 and 11. And then around 10 or 11, even today, and this is in Western society, certainly in the United States, the girls pull back. They stop being good at math. They stop being good at science. These mental activities are empowering. They actually build up your power level. But there's a conditioning thing where they'll go, oh wait, I'm starting to be sexually interested in boys. I want to attract them. I don't want to appear more powerful. As soon as that kind of gear thing comes in a woman's life in any age, if there's any sense of, well, I've attained enough power, now I've done my job, that's really not true. It's really not true. Women are capable of handling huge amounts of power and really should do so. And I believe they should do so because it will be curing for the planet. I think it's actually selfish for women to say, well, I'm just going to keep the peace in my job or my relationship. I'm not going to assert myself and do the things I know I'm capable of. I think that it's a selfish decision because it actually has a deeper harm than you realize. The planet's out of balance, and a lot of it has to do with this gender mix-up and role switch that has been around for quite a few millennia. So in the interest of keeping this tape somewhat short, I will continue in a next talk to continue the gender role switch discussion with some more specific examples. Thank you.